In an era where science and technology reign supreme, it's shocking to uncover the rampant scams that have infiltrated the field of forensic genetics. Companies are claiming to provide precise and accurate ancestry analyses and paternity tests, but the reality is far from it. The science behind these tests is often manipulated and misrepresented for financial gain, leaving us with a less than accurate understanding of our genetic makeup. Forensic genetics is a complex field that relies heavily on the use of short tandem repeats, or STRs, and polymerase chain reaction, or PCR. STRs are sequences of DNA that repeat themselves in our genomes. They are unique to every individual, making them a perfect tool for identifying bodies or establishing kinship among living people. PCR, on the other hand, is a technique used to amplify specific DNA sequences, enabling scientists to analyze even the smallest samples of DNA. But here's where the manipulation happens. These companies often claim to perform ancestral analysis using autosomal DNA, a method that, frankly, is unscientific. While it's true that some alleles are more common in certain regions than others, the error rate in these analyses is far too high to be reliable. Even with a 90% or 99% match, there is still a 10% or 1% error rate. In a database of 20 million people, that's 2 million or 200,000 false results. And don't be fooled by the high percentages either. A paternity test may give you a 99.999999% match. But that's only if no close relatives are also possible contenders, and only around 20 DNA systems are used. A 99% match may sound impressive, but in reality, it's not very informative. Then there's the matter of ethnicity and ancestral origins. Even if you combine all the studies done for different ethnicities and their autosomal DNA alleles, you cannot definitively say that a person with those alleles is from that ethnic group. The Viking score and differences between neighboring European countries are equally as bogus. You might as well roll a dice and be just as happy with the results without shelling out your hard-earned money for someone to feed you misinformation. In summary, the field of forensic genetics, while fascinating and groundbreaking, is not immune to scams and manipulation. Companies are exploiting the complexities of this science to misrepresent results and mislead consumers. The use of STRs and PCR for identification purposes is valid and reliable, but the use of autosomal DNA for ancestral analysis is fraught with inaccuracies and high error rates. So, next time you consider investing in a DNA test, remember to take the results with a grain of salt. The science behind it is not as clear-cut as it may seem, and the results are not as definitive as these companies would have you believe.